How? How does Elgato get us every time? Elgato doesn't necessarily scream innovation. They're kind of like Apple, right? They look at something that's already been in existence for so long and find a way to improve on it. And then us gamers are crying Bloody Mary when it's always sold out. When it's really nothing special, but Elgato got me again. They got me on this ring light because I'll tell you what, folks, I am tired of multiple umbrellas in my small apartment and then trying to figure out this rinky little blogging ring light as well as Razer's crappy webcam. I gotta find a solution, and I'm hoping this is it. So let's take a look. All right, so looking at the box itself, we're gonna crack it open, and the first thing you're gonna see is almost like a giant instruction manual, but it's what's also going to cover everything that's inside of the box. And it looks like it's really well packaged, which is awesome considering the actual type of product that it is. So let's go ahead and tear this apart. All right, so everything is unboxed, and what we're looking at is the actual light itself. We have your power adapter, which, funny enough, actually is an international power adapter. It looks like it does come with other options as well. So they're just shipping this thing globally almost right away. So you get 4 total, and of course I installed the superior one, right? And then going from there, you also have a mount that's going to allow you to simply install it right in the center of the ring light, and that's where you can put your camera, I guess if you wanted to use a microphone, but of course also your webcam. What you're going to notice is missing though, and that's one thing that I will make mention on with the price of this, is that there is no desk mount, because the mount itself is going to go on the edge of the desk, almost like a boom arm or Elgato's. This really looks just like Elgato's multi-mount arm, which is an awesome product, but you have no way of just laying it flat on the surface of your desk, and there's no cell phone holder. So keep that in mind. This is everything that you're getting right out of the box. All right, folks, real quick, and I just want to touch on this. The multi-mount that is included with your ring light, or if you even just get the multi-mount itself, what I love about it is just how flat the surfaces are, so that way it pinches your desk, the edge of the desk, just perfectly. And with that, normally sometimes if you have a desk up in the corner, as you're tightening it up or loosening it, it can be kind of difficult. And what's really nice about the Elgato is it has a ratchet style almost. So while this is going to actually move the threading, if you press the button in here, you can actually rotate the handle so you can reach it, say underneath the desk, and then continue on with tightening or loosening. So really, really awesome, simple ingenuity there with that handle, which is having that ratchet style included. You don't really see that much on like a boom mic or anything like that. And this is all metal, by the way. So this does feel so premium, and with that premium price, I would hope so, right? So with this itself, you are really going to see it only in all black. There's no other colorways or anything like that. So if you have certain themes you want to go with on your desk, you're sadly out of luck with that. But just tightening this down, this is not going to move at all. And moving away from the multi-mount to the actual ring light itself, on the back you're going to see in the reflection of the lighting that there is actually almost like a circuitry design, which looks really cool, but you're never going to see it, right? It's going to be facing a wall or away from you in some form or fashion. It does look like there's some exhaust holes in here, which is nice because the LEDs, whether it's the ones right behind me or a proper ring light like this, it is going to get warm over time, especially if you're doing a lot of recording or a lot of streaming. Same with the actual panel itself, as it does have that exhaust, and then you do have a plus button here as well as a minus button, and that's going to go into really adjusting your light source that you want. Okay, and we'll get right into that now. All right guys, I got it all set up, And what you're seeing right now is going to be the ring light in the color temperature mode. So it's a lot softer, and I think it gives a more natural light than, say, your normal ring light, which is kind of like that really bright studio. This is at its lowest setting. So if we hold the plus button, you can tap it to elevate it slowly, or if you hold the plus button, it's going to take it all the way to the top, which is insane, but depending on what you're doing, it might be helpful. Now with color light on, we're going to go ahead and hold both plus and minus and take it into the brightness mode. And so you're going to see now where that yellow is kind of gone, and it's going to be that white light, like right here. So this is really bright, and it's actually hard to kind of focus and look at the camera as I'm doing this, but just to show you exactly just how bright this light can get with everything else turned off. So it's really nice to have something that's a little bit more compact and sitting behind my desk, as opposed to my previous setups of having 4 different light sources underway. So going from there though, you have your power button on the bottom, which I should have showed you guys, but with that, it's just what it is a power button, but you can hold it down if you ever need to factory reset it, because this light does have built-in Wi-Fi. And with the built-in Wi-Fi, you can connect that to any Wi-Fi enabled device, Android, iOS, Mac, or Windows. Now keep in mind, in the case with me, I don't have a Wi-Fi adapter on my motherboard. I just never used Wi-Fi, never needed it. And so I can't connect my PC to the light. It has to be not from the same network, but it has to be connected via Wi-Fi. So keep that in mind when you want to understand and use Elgato's control center application. So from there, I'm going to have to go ahead and use it with my phone if I want to adjust it manually without having to get up and adjust it with the buttons provided on the device itself. Going into this though, and I'm going to turn this down because I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of dying over here. So we're going to go ahead and turn this down. All right, and with it being turned down in this fashion, the one thing I want to express is the price. Elgato does have almost that, I don't want to say Apple mentality, because Apple's kind of on its own spectrum of craziness. However, with the Elgato Ring Light, it is $199.99. You walk into any Best Buy or you go on Amazon.com, you're going to see anything that goes from $25 on up, right? So that's something that you do want to keep in mind if it's going to really fall within your budget and what you're looking for. The mount itself that I really do love, that's $50 on its own. So I guess if you can kind of do some gymnastics in your head and convince yourself that a $200 light that does include a $50 mount is worth it to you, then I say go for it. If $200 is too much, I think you're in the majority. I think Elgato did price this really high, but it might be something that you might want to look into and see if it's going to benefit you the most, because I think everyone's setup is going to be a little bit different, and you might be able to catch it on sale come the holidays. It is already toward the end of September, so in a couple months, you never know what you might find that's going to be on sale on Black Friday, Boxing Day, etc. So other than that though, I want to know what you guys think about this. This is my first kind of review of a device like this, so it's not going to be perfect, but I wanted to give you guys my impressions on the Elgato Ring Light and see how easy it is to use, and if it's something that you think you'll put in your own setup, or am I out of my mind spending $200 on a ring light. Other than that, if you liked it, leave a like down below and smash that subscribe button. God, I can't believe I did that. I still can't believe I did that. Who does that?